Welcome to my channel Living Linux. In my previous video about ROCKNIX on the Racha ROCK 5B with the Rockchip RK3588, someone mentioned that he would be interested to see God of War with EtherSX2 on ROCKNIX. So you can see that we have the RK3588 and we're going to play God of War. So let's check the resolution. So we're going to set it to 3x native. And I have to mention that I have the PAL or European version of God of War, so it will run at 50 frames per second instead of the American NTSC 60 frames per second. So let's start the game. So as long as there are not too many opponents on screen, then it looks like 3x the resolution. It can keep up at 50 frames per second. But here you can see that the frames are dropping a bit when it gets a bit more busy in screen. So now when the monster pops up, then you will see some more dropped frames. So let's take this at a lower setting. Oops. So let's just say 2.5 times. Well, perhaps a little dip, but without the frame counter you probably wouldn't have noticed. So at some other scene I had even more severe dropped frames, so let's make the monster appear again. And I think I saw 39 frames per second. So let's see when we take this also a bit more down. So let's just say at 2 times the resolution. Now when we make it appear, it doesn't show any dropped frames. So yeah, I don't have the NTSC version, so yeah, I didn't check if I can force it to 60 frames per second, but I think this will give you, well, a decent impression of what is possible with God of War through Ether SX2 with ROCKNIX on the RK3588. So I think probably also with the NTSC version, 60 frames per second, if you set it at 2 times the resolution, then as long as you're not looking at the frame counter, then probably everything will look okay. And I don't know if there are any other scenes further in the game that are even more demanding, but yeah, it looks like that with the simpler scenes you can get away with 3 times the resolution, but yeah, if you don't want to do anything toggling the resolution between scenes, then probably 2 times is a good bet to have a very smooth experience. So this is all for now, and I hope to see you again in my next video.